let
Holy
Let-
mackerel.
we can
What
let
an episode that was.
let Tasha in to join us because we were having a conversation just for a minute. But
Okay. Yes, it's time to, so just one more thing about the calendars. I'll have to merge these two videos together. Hopefully I can do that. If anybody would like a refund on their calendar with the misprint of St. Patrick's Day on March 14th instead of the 17th, we will happily refund your money. And we greatly appreciate your understanding regarding Margaret's mistake. Yes. Okay, so enough with the calendar. We're here. We temporarily got sidetracked because
yes.
I still don't even know what happened there, but
March
glad we're
Mayhem.
back. Woo!
Yes, March Mayhem. That's a good one.
There
too,
you go.
Tash.
Yeah, March Mayhem, and it's only the 2nd of March. Is
Uh-oh.
this whole month going to be like this?
Hopefully not.
Okay, so here we are joined with Natasha Head, Tashtoo. Do you have any other? Uh-oh, are we lagging?
Did she disappear?
Nope, there she is. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Like I said, I am in the woods here. So along with your March Mayhem, add me.
Oh, I'd love to be in the woods. The woods is a good place to be.
Amen. Yes.
Yes.
Very hard place to leave.
Yeah.
And Vida did a great job of the world as it is today. I don't like being out in it at all.
Yes. No, it's pretty overwhelming.
Really, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
I think it contributes to a lot of stuff we don't give it credit for. And we try to blame other things, and it's just that underlying exhaustion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So you just recently, I guess it's been within the last few months that you've released your 4th book.
Yes, December. It was a Christmas gift to myself.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Yeah. And it's, so you've had a total of 4. I want to look at my list to make sure I get my years right, Tash. So your first was Nothing Left to Lose back in 2012.
Yes.
And then, and maybe we'll just get you to share a little bit after I read how many, just kind of, I guess, what about those particular collections, like maybe kind of where you were at in your world, or what kind of inspired each collection. Yeah. And then in 2013, you had Pulse. 2014, Birthing Inadequacy. And then Everything to Gain here in 2022.
Full circle.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
So I guess Nothing Left to Lose, going back to the beginning. I mean, as a poet, or AKA word artist, I guess, can you just kind of share what Nothing Left to Lose kind of meant for you?
I think it was the beginning of the midlife crisis.
Yes.
A lot of soul searching and hard questions and hard truths.
Yeah.
And a lot of facing my own denial. And I'm always about questioning my own existence, so you can't get away from me. So yeah, but no, that was right. I mean, the desire to do something more than what I'd been doing.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The unexpected, perhaps, instead of the expected. Right.
Cool.
It was a pretty raw one for me, that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was first titled Life Sucks. And the publisher recommended a different name. So.
Well, that's an interesting snippet of information. Thank you for sharing that. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that was their one suggestion on the manuscript when I sent it in. Yeah, and I mean, it was just the fact that I sent it, right? It was one of those moments. I had not sent anything anywhere in so long. It was terrifying. And I don't know why, but I did it, and here we are.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then you had like back, because then in 2013 you had Pulse come on.
Yes, yes. That was written for my husband who doesn't like poetry.
Oh,
So I wrote
Oh.
a collection that he could read.
do you,
Ah,
do you have like a favorite piece out of there?
Pulse, I just enjoyed writing. To be honest, it is just one long poem,
Oh,
right? So it's just the story of a girl, right? Completely fictional. Well, not really. I was watching true crime even back then. So it evolved from, I
yeah.
think it was 48 hours.
ah,
Okay.
oh yeah.
They told the after story. I was more interested in, what came before. So I wrote it and he read it and I think he enjoyed it. He told me he did anyway.
Cool.
That's why we
Yeah.
put the big bucks.
Very creative to write that kind of from that mindset of I'm going to write this for people who don't necessarily like poetry.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got stubborn and said, I'll show you.
Yeah. I also like that you because I watch sometimes stories like 48 hours, and because of the kind of work I've done for a good part of my life, I'm always in my own mind putting, kind of, I wonder what went on in that person's life before this show started, which is usually
Yes.
a murder in 48 hours. And so I'm really it's exciting to hear that you also kind of thought of that and wanted to sort of address it and also do it in a way that your husband would enjoy reading it. So because there is a story, everybody has a story.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I like that very much.
Yeah.
I'm all about the stories. That's what, right? Even with, now back in real estate, right? I'm not really interested in anything more than the story, because the story is where you find out what people really want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you read between the lines, but it's where the truth is usually told, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Now the third one has such a, I can't even think of a great descriptor word for the title. Birthing Inadequacy. Like, wow, what a title. Yeah.
Well,
So I'm very curious kind of, where that title may have came from or been inspired by.
Well, that one was written for Lauren, my daughter, right? Because I never felt more inadequate as a whole human than when I found myself responsible for that precious little soul.
Oh,
Mm,
wow.
Right? That's
yeah.
right. I was questioning everything about who I was and where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. And then comes the guilt of being so selfish because I should not have been thinking about me. Right?
Oh,
And that's what it was, right? Nothing has made me question myself harder than becoming a mom. Right. And
Yeah.
I felt my flaws and all their glory were on full display. Right. From cutting her fingernails too close to maybe letting her roll off the change table. It was just,
yeah.
right. It was such a glaring inward journey that I felt the whole world was watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So powerful. The way that you've just described all of that, so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so, I haven't given birth to any children myself. And for me, it was a life choice, and I was lucky, I guess, because I felt so strongly about that choice that something didn't happen that kind of led me down maybe to have to deal with having a child. And because I've always had that same worry, like, I don't know if I'd be good enough. I think I'm too selfish. you know, if they start crying and I'm too tired, I'll probably cry too, and all those things. But any mother I've ever met, and I have never yet met a mother who didn't want to do the best job they could ever do, always worries, what if I'm not good enough? Or, and I think that sadly, I guess is part of being a mom, is that you're always wanting to do better. And in a way that is a great thing too.
Yeah.
Because you're looking to learn more, to do better. But at some point, I think mothers should be able to give themselves a break and remember, you did the best job you could, and with all the love that you had, and you know, that's all anybody can do. So that's, as an observer watching mothers,
you give yourself
yeah.
the same forgiveness you're willing to give that little person, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only way you can do it, because my gosh, don't we stumble and bumble.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And no, I think it's, and I think what else is wonderful too is you've shared a part of your journey in motherhood, and because I know mothers question, you know, and to have other people be able to, you know, see that they're not alone, and you know,
Yes.
how wonderful, and I'm sure cathartic for you as well, to kind of
Well,
put it on paper.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that the journey of getting it from here to there, and the way it'll twist on you halfway through when you think you know what you're writing.
Isn't it incredible?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. It's so revealing. It can get awkward when you're sharing too, right? But with poetry and the vagueness, right? I know you got it wrong when they hit the nail right on the head. Oh, there's still hiding going on, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I would like to share a comment though from somebody who's watching.
Oh,
Thank you for being vulnerable and for saying that, Natasha. It was when you were talking
Yes.
about feeling inadequate as a parent.
Yeah.
As a father, I felt that. I truly needed to hear that tonight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
That's what, boom.
it is wonderful. So
yeah,
there's one of those times, Tasha, that you see, you know, that you may have started writing to do something maybe for yourself and help, you know, yourself work through, and now you know that your writing impacts other people and helps them on their journey. So even one person makes the difference, and I'm sure there are many more.
Amen. Yes.
Yeah.
That just made me all warm and tingly, though. Thank you for sharing the comments. I live for that, the connection and someone that gets it, right? So
yeah, it's pretty powerful stuff. So then you had a little bit of a break, although I'm quite sure life didn't really give you a break.
No, life dragged me across the country and back. So
yes, you had different adventures to pursue and to discover in your world. Yeah.
And every step on that little journey, I had a whole other book planned, but where we ended up is a smorgasbord. That big window, and I've kind of picked my favorites and our pit stops along the way, and I've thrown it together, and wiping the slate clean is what I'm calling it. It's my poetic purge. Right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So some of them, if you do, you know, if you follow a lot of poetry online or that, you might have bumbled or stumbled across some of them. There've been some that have been in different little periodicals, right? But yeah, this is it. I'm going big. I might be time to start the novel.
Okay.
Oh,
awesome. And then you can come on the MAAT show and talk about it. Yes.
I'll have my own audiobook.
Yes.
Ooh.
Tasha, I hope that we'll get first refusal over Oprah.
Well, bring the bin more, peeps. Bring the bin.
Well, hopefully we'll have access to a few more, I guess, thank you things to give you at that point. But yeah, I guess we could be second to Oprah. That would be all right too. So
Yes.
Well, it's like, choosing poetry is the outlet, right? It's not a bit clarity by any means.
Yeah.
Not doing it for fame. My royalty checks are delivered yearly.
Well, it saves you having to hire security every time you go to the bank. You only have to do it once a year.
No,
Yeah.
I do. I enjoy it. I love my imagination and the writing and the doodling, right? That's my playground. So
Yes,
I
because
feel
we,
so bad for people who don't have that. And I understand some people just aren't into it, right?
Yeah.
Music is noise to some folk, right?
Oh,
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
no.
yeah, to
It-
think about that and the different ways we engage and get along in spite of those differences, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not everybody loves to dance, and that's okay.
Oh, I so miss having a dance. It's been so long since I danced on a dance floor or a
Clubbing.
garage floor or a basement floor. Just,
Yes.
with the guitars and the shakers going and you're just feeling the
Feeling
groove.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will be another jam. There will.
Yes.
There will. Yes.
Yes.
Maybe in May, because we're
Yes.
moving into phase 3, March 21st. April, it's still a bit chilly, so maybe in May there'll be a big community jam, maybe.
Maybe that would be wonderful.
Oh,
And perhaps we could do our Daryl could have us do our premiere performance.
yes, yes, in
Yeah.
the key of G.
Yes. Only in the key of G. But
So when we had you on, I can't remember the exact date, but you joined us and talked about your doodling.
Mm.
And I'm pretty sure I probably asked you this back then. But for somebody who has, let's say, has never tried to write a poem or poetry or capture words on a piece of paper, do you have any suggestions for someone who might just be kind of like, looking at the blank page, wondering, what do I do? Where do I start? What do I say? And
Oh, there are, I use prompts, right? Like when the motivation isn't there and I know I want to do something, right? There's so much inspiration, right? I mean, the red wheelbarrow poem, right? One
yeah.
of the most famous, and it's a red wheelbarrow, right? So don't
Mhm.
wait for inspiration, right?
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Beat it over the head if you have
Yeah.
to. Right. And I mean, it's your engine block. It's your job. It's the engine is just waiting to be plucked. And
Yeah.
if you can speak, you're writing poems every day. Right. Put a
Yeah.
comma in a different place and you've got a different poem.
Yeah.
And that's just it. It's fun, right? Anyone that enjoys word games, crosswords, right? You can get poetry magnets and do it on your fridge, right?
Wow.
Random words you throw together, right?
Yeah.
But it does, for me, it's the purge. And for me, it's therapy, right? It's healing, it's rage.
Yeah.
I lent a gentleman my study notes, right? And I will write in any notebook whenever the urge strikes. And after I lent out my notebook, I had a bit of a panic attack because I didn't know if I had used it for some rage pages, I called them. And that would be embarrassing. But no, I was fortunate enough. I did not make that blunder because you forget, right? I've got notes jotted down everywhere. I have chests, journaling, right? Write about your day.
Yeah.
Let the poem
Yeah.
reveal itself, right?
Yeah. Our guest last week, Tracy Dorrington Skinner, talked about having a woman who was struggling. She I think had an assignment to write a poem and she didn't know how to start. So Tracy took her out for a walk and they came upon a tree and they started writing a list of words about the tree. What did the tree look like? What color was it? was it tall, straight, crooked, whatever. They came up with the list, and then they used that list of words to create the poem. And she shared after that, not only did it help the woman start something that she wanted to do and needed to do, but it also helped her connect with nature. And so now that years later, the woman still finds solace in nature, just because she had someone take her one day and explore nature.
That was the moment.
Yeah, so, that just reminded me when you were saying some of the things you were saying, just start with a word or a thing and go for it.
Yeah, have fun with it, right? Limericks are a great warm-up, right? We all
Yeah.
love good limerick, right?
Yes, depending on the words. My mother's limericks are not always probably nice to put on air all the time, but
Nantucket is the warning, right?
yes, it is. If it starts with that, don't ask.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I had another question pop in my head. Actually, there's two. Is there a piece that you would like to share right now?
I would love to.
Okay.
Y'all get to check me out with my reading glasses.
Oh,
I'm getting old.
Oh,
good thing you don't have to wear your mask. They would steam
yes.
up.
So I'll read a little piece, Once Upon, and it's more, I guess, maybe prose than
Uh-oh.
Did
This
she
is-
freeze? Okay.
There you go. Okay. You froze for a sec.
all set.
Yep.
Once upon. We only get to tell our stories while we're here. We place them in the hands of treasured souls tasked with carrying them forward, trusting they'll make us part of the bigger story. Trusting our name is safe, our legacy strong, and they'll have the sense to steer clear of our failings, relying on wordplay and poetry to trick listeners. I'm tired of the tricks. I'm tired of the tricksters who tell falsehoods in the name of history. I'm tired of the bullshit I know to be false and their demands I carry it forth. I'm tired of trading truth for comfort and silence for food and shelter. I know what you did and why you did it. I get to tell my story too, and I will tell it knowing it will stand through generations, through time and space, because we must tell it right so listeners, learners don't get it wrong. I will not be your excuse, nor will I be your weapon any longer.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
kind of where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And again, given everything that's going on,
Mm,
yeah, very
No, so many layers in that task.
we
very
get
powerful.
fired up so easily and we don't know who we're shooting, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is
Yeah.
wrong. Our history's been a lie, all of it, right?
Yeah.
And they would
Yeah.
be quite happy to just continue on.
Yeah.
Not right. Nothing gets fixed that way, right?
No.
No. It just, many things flashed in front of me when you were reading it. But
I know.
yesterday when the president of the Ukraine talked to the UN, the European Union, and then also to the UN Crimes Against Humanity, I think it was, or the Human Rights Tribunal. And he spoke about what was going on in his country and to his people. And then he got a standing ovation, and his translator cried translating it to English because what he was saying was so powerful. And then the Russian representative, not you know who, the Putin guy, but someone else came on, and he was presenting the Russian side of the story, and it was all lies. But it was like, this is how they want history to be written, is that their side of what is going on.
Mm.
And it's like, we're not hurting anyone, we're not hurting civilians, we're not, complete lies. I mean, we have proof.
Yes, yes.
And,
You don't get to stack the deck anymore because we see it before it gets altered, right?
Yeah. And even, I mean, just today, I think it was, or yesterday, that they found the possible, I forget how many, 129, maybe more graves, and how many people are still like, that didn't happen, like, or it happened, but everybody knew it was happening and we just did it because it was easier or whatever. Like, tell the truth and learn from it and move on. And all of that and more was coming out in that, in your words, was no longer, or, should we put up with this? Yeah.
We're advancing so fast in so many ways, but yet in the basics and the fundamentals, right?
Mhm.
Kindness, peace, love. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And truth.
Yes.
There's a good
Yeah.
deal of forgiveness in our heart, if you can be honest, right?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
tell your truth.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Leanne has to leave, but she said Tash and me need to have tea. Oh my goodness.
Anytime. Tea Tash. I would
Yeah.
love that, actually. I need to be doing more like that.
And I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe sometime you would be up for maybe doing like a workshop here at the office.
I would love to.
Like
I
you
would
could kind of do a
absolutely love
poetry
to.
workshop and just kind of
Yes.
help guide people through a process to discover that about themselves. Yeah.
That would be an absolute honor, right? To help somebody find that spark, right? Is just an
Yes.
incredible feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. And we can provide paper and pencils.
Absolutely.
We can,
And crayons.
that fits in our budget. Papers and
Oh,
pencils fits in our
yeah.
budget.
Yeah.
I have a big old art cart I can bring.
And we have one here too, so we can really go wild.
Yes. Vida has
Oh.
2 toolboxes full of art
Hero.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, now we're probably up to 2 or 3 workshops, not just one. Because you
Well,
could do a
yes.
doodling workshop too.
Oh, yes.
Mhm. We're having a workshop
One
here
dot
next
project.
Tuesday. It's a self-love and compassion workshop.
I seen that, Marg.
Yeah, Emma,
Yeah.
our intern, she's facilitating that, and
I could use some help with that.
Yeah.
I
Well,
I
guarantee
think we all need a little more self-love and compassion. We all need that.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I do
Yeah.
try, but then you have that side of your brain that says, oh no, you're being selfish. Who are you to
Yeah.
do this? Right?
Oh, I know the critic. The critic.
Mm.
Yeah.
But remember, if you take care of yourself and you're at your best, you can help even more people.
Yes.
And then in a way, you're not being selfish, you're actually being more generous than usual.
I'm trying. It's hard. It's
It is.
very hard.
Yes, I know. I'm a great one to preach that, but
I can tell you loads about what you should be doing.
oh yeah, me too. Me too.
Got some great ideas.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing that it's almost 7 o'clock.
Oh my goodness.
I know it flies, doesn't it? Especially when you have,
A
somebody
good-
hit the wrong button and shut it down for minutes.
Technical difficulties.
It'll be a learning process for me on how I put these 2 videos together now, because they're separated.
Nice.
It
It'll
might
be-
actually, it may be funny just to watch what got recorded
Yes.
when we were scrambling around trying to figure out what to do.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, Will, I'll check it out and I'll see, because there may have been some curse words that I used and we might not want me cursing too much.
Yeah.
For real.
I
right?
don't
And
think,
bloopers.
yes, we're going to hopefully have a
Yeah.
blooper tape at the end of all this.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We've had some moments, haven't we, Violet?
We've had just a few, but
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
almost up to a year. We're almost in
know.
April, and that'll be a year that we've been doing this. That's incredible.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to have a
Yeah.
year in review.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And you know, on those reality shows where they bring in all the people that were on the show and they tell the real story, we'd have to invite all our guests.
Yes.
We'd all be in one room and tell the real story.
Yes. We can do that maybe in May.
Yes.
Well, I think I would just like to I guess ask if there is any closing words that you would like to share. Words of inspiration or just what's in your heart right now.
Right on. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Record the history, record
Yeah.
the truths. Don't make it easy for them. Right.
That's right.
Right.
And-
So many mediums to get it out there now. Start a blog, right? Take your Facebook timeline a little more seriously. You can change minds there, right?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Yes. Excellent.
Yeah.
So I want to
And-
remind you of your self-care, Tash.
Thank you,
And-
Mark. You always do.
And it's we're so honored that you joined us tonight. And we will talk more about workshops because I think
Would
that
love
would be
that.
awesome to have some,
Yes.
you facilitate some workshops. Yes.
Would love it.
I almost did not come on tonight, but I am so glad I did. I purged happy tears. Thank you, Natasha and everyone.
Oh,
And thank
good.
you so much, Rock, for coming.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because
Get
Yeah, there's,
usually tears, goosebumps, and laughter, usually every show. So
there is, isn't there?
yeah,
Rock?
yeah, that
know.
could be the name of our new show. Tears,
Ah,
goosebumps, and laughter, or a new book.
yes, yes.
there we go.
Yes, and speaking of new books, you said a term and I was going to say to you, ooh, that would be an awesome title. Poetic Purge. Wouldn't that be an awesome title?
That is the end goal in life, isn't it? Right? That
Mhm.
would be, yes.
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 Okay.
Cool.
Well, we're going to do we'll do our short loving kindness meditation and then we'll call it a day. I think we're still recording. We are good. So we caught the last half and I'll have to, once I get home and this gets converted, because it takes a little bit to convert after we're done recording. It'll be interesting to see what it was like while I was in here scrambling and what do I do, Vida? What do I do?
What the viewers actually saw and what Kate saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate everyone hanging around and not, leaving.
Yes.
Everyone could have said, I gotta go. This is not how you run a program and X'd out, but they didn't. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the next couple of minutes, just put all your worries, all your stresses up on the shelf. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, please do so. And if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, please just find something that you can fix your stare on for the next couple of minutes. Okay. Allow yourself just to be in this space, in this moment. You don't need to control your breathing in any way.
You didn't fall, did you?
No. Sorry.
I had my eyes closed, so I had to open them to see.
No.
Sorry, everyone.
That's okay. Okay, now you don't need to control your breathing in any way. Just allow your breathing just to be natural. Hear the sounds in the room around you. Begin to feel any tension you might be holding. Now begin to feel any tension start to drain away from you. Feel it drain away from around your eyes, your face, through your neck, your shoulders, and down your arms. Feel any tension drain like a liquid down through your body and out through your toes. Now imagine a loving white light entering your feet, traveling up through your body, up to your stomach, to your chest and your arms. Feel it almost bursting through your heart, your fingers, and through the crown of your head. And when you feel embraced in that love, silently repeat the following words to yourself. May I be free from all harm. May I be safe and protected. May I be free from all suffering. May I be happy. May I be free from all disease and physical pain. May I be healthy and strong. And may I be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. Now think of someone that you love dearly, a partner, child, friend. See them in your mind's eye. Send loving thoughts to him or her and silently repeat the following statements. May you be free from all harm. May you be safe and protected. May you be free from all suffering. May you be happy. May you be free from all disease and physical pain. May you be healthy and strong. And may you be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. Now turn your thoughts to this vast world, this huge world with all its living creatures. Continue to feel that love in your heart as you silently say, may all beings be free from all harm. May they be safe and protected. May all beings be free from all suffering. May they be happy. May all beings be free from all disease and physical pain. May they be healthy and strong. And may all beings be able to live in this world happily, peacefully, joyfully, and with ease. Send your love as far out around the world as possible. And just imagine that energy traveling through the earth. Notice the weight of your feet on the floor, feeling yourself in this moment, in the now, carrying this feeling with you through the rest of your day. And when you are ready, you may slowly open your eyes. There,
There.
there, lovely. Now it did occur to me, Vida. I thought, okay, we could just say our goodbyes, or we could just take one more minute.
That's fine. Take one more
Because
minute.
at the very first of the show, we were talking about a tongue drum.
Yes,
And I still haven't shown a tongue drum. And I think you have yours right on the,
I do right here.
do you want to show and
Sure.
show and tell?
I'll show and tell. I'm not a proficient tongue drum player, but it's made of metal and it has, I guess the metal is cut in a series of different, well, similar shapes, but different sizes. And then it's bent slightly to tune.
Mm.
And then when you hit, each one makes a different sound.
Yes, it's so beautiful.
And you can, I do have numbers in my little bag here that I want to put on because you can sort of learn how to play by following the numbers. I'm not so good at reading music or playing by ear, but yeah, and they come in different sizes.
Yes,
I
love
believe,
mine.
yeah, they come in a slightly smaller size and probably a couple of sizes bigger too. So
Yeah.
They kind of go with your tincture drums.
They
It
do.
reminds me of Westminster Abbey.
I think we were in key there once, Vida. Woo!
Woo! My first ever live musical performance.
There you go. You've done,
Yes,
so you did some for, I can't say it.
ventriloquism and music.
And you played your drum.
Yes. Wow.
Awesome.
Well, I'm finished.
You're on fire.
Yes.
Natasha has said in the comments, thank you all. My heart is more content than it's been in some time. Very much appreciate the kindness and acceptance.
Yeah,
Thank you.
anytime. Yes, thank you,
you.
Tasha.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sharing and inspiring and just being you. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Cool.
on that note, yes, we've gone over time as we usually do.
Yes, but that's okay.
Oh, Vida, we need better time management skills, I guess. And I just want to say big shout out and big thanks and gratitude to everybody who hung out with us this evening. And we appreciate you taking time out of your day and being here with us.
Yeah.
Again, like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Yeah, we would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll be back. We're hoping to have Ted and Daryl perform, do a tune or two, and we'll talk to them about guitar and music and, you know, their world and what that means. And we'll go from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be next week, March 9th. And until then, take care of yourself, take good care of each other, and be well. Bye-bye.
Good night.